My name is Elias. If you saw me walking through the city, you might peg me as someone who has always known nothing but success. The reality is rooted in a sun-drenched coastal villa overlooking the rugged cliffs of Big Sur, an 8,000 square foot sanctuary my parents spent 2 decades perfecting. My father, Julian, was a master stonemason who poured his life into every beam and stone. He didn't build a monument to ego. He built a home on values, often saying, quote, "A foundation is only as strong as the hands that laid it and the spirit that sustains it." My mother, Clara, was a botanist who taught me that true worth comes from cultivation, not consumption. When I was 10 and desperate for an expensive camera, she handed me a trowel instead of cash. "If you want to capture the world, learn to tend to it first," she said. It took months of labor to earn that purchase. That lesson, that effort defines value, became the bedrock of my character. My parents kept my upbringing humble, insisting I attend a local public school and live without pretense. My mother's rule was simple: let your actions be the loudest thing about you. I lived a quiet life, masking our family's deep roots while learning how to navigate a world that often prizes superficial labels over substance. I learned the sting of misplaced trust early on. In middle school, a close friend named Maya, blinded by assumptions about my family's wealth, orchestrated rumors and accusations against me after a minor, accidental mishap with her sketchbook. Despite my attempts to make amends through honest work, I was targeted. My father helped me stand firm, proving my innocence with evidence rather than bluster. That day, I learned a hard lesson. Some people will only ever see your bank balance, never your heart. I became guarded, learning that true maturity is standing by your principles, even when you stand alone. Years later, I met Nina. She was a brilliant landscape architect who loved my ideas, not my background. Our romance felt effortless, built on shared dreams and late-night sketches. We married in a quiet ceremony near the cliffs. But after the tragic passing of my mother, the mask slipped. Nina began to view the villa not as a sacred family legacy, but as an asset to be seized. When she attempted to manipulate the legal ownership of the estate behind my back, I realized the woman I loved was a stranger, motivated by greed. I cut ties and faced a painful legal battle, but I emerged with my principles and my home intact. I chose to transform the villa into a center for architectural restoration and botanical research, honoring my parents' passions while giving back to the valley. Today, sitting in the orchard as the sun dips below the sea, I feel no regret. I've learned that wealth is not what you inherit, it is what you build within yourself. My journey was full of fractures, but those very cracks let the light in. I am finally at peace, not because of the house I own, but because of the character I have kept. I am no longer defined by someone else's expectations, and in that independence, I have finally found my own true worth.